Today we're going to the location where Gerald Ford was almost assassinated on September 5th, 1975. Gerald Ford was the 38th President of the United States from 1974 to 1977. He took over Richard Nixon after he resigned due to the Watergate scandal. But on September 5th, 1975, Gerald Ford was speaking in Sacramento, California, which is right here. And he was staying at a hotel that if you go right here and you find the California State Capitol Museum, this is the hotel right here. This hotel. He was speaking right here. He was staying right here, and then afterwards he went over here. He was walking, and everybody, Secret Service were there. Of course, they were protecting him. And Squeaky Fromme, she was in the crowd that was waiting for him right here, and right as he turned right there, like on this bend right here, this is where she fired, or she tried to fire a gun at the president. However, the gun didn't go off, it misfired, and she was tackled to the ground, and it was a failed assassination attempt. Lynette Squeaky Fromme, the perpetrator, was a former member of the Manson cult that, of course, famously committed the Tate LaBianca murders in 1969. But at this time, Charles Manson was in jail, and everybody who committed those murders were in jail. But Squeaky Fromme, she was not in jail, and rather she was here in Sacramento trying to assassinate the president. I'm gonna play a clip right now, a news clip about the event, so you can kind of see what was going on.
This day in history, back in 1975, President Gerald Ford survived his first assassination attempt.
I saw a hand coming up behind several others in the front row, and obviously there was a gun in that hand.
President Ford was walking near the California State Capitol when a young woman named Lynette Fromme, who was a follower of cult leader Charles Manson, approached and pointed a handgun at the president. Before she was able to fire a shot, Secret Service agents tackled her.
Fromme was eventually convicted of the attempted assassination and received a life sentence under a 1965 law that made attempted presidential assassinations a federal crime. She was paroled in 2009.
Just 17 days after Fromme's attempted assassination, another attempt on his life was also thwarted.
So yeah, this is the place right here. On September 5th, 1975, after only like a year in office, Gerald Ford was almost assassinated right here. Pretty crazy, man. And this is not the only assassination attempt on his life. There was another one only about 17 days later that I might get into later, but it's not nearly as exciting as this one because, of course, it involved the Manson family, a former Manson family member. So, yeah. But, of course, all assassination attempts are really serious. I'm not saying that, but, yeah, this is the place right here in Sacramento. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.